Hey everyone, it's Miss Spencer. Today we'll be learning how to multiply a fraction by a whole number. Let's do a quick review. We want to rewrite 3 wholes as a fraction. We can look at the visual model to the right. We see there are 3 wholes. Since there are 3 parts in all, our numerator is going to be 3. Remember, our denominator tells us how many parts make up one whole. So let's look at just one of these wholes. We can see this first whole is made up of only one part. So our denominator is going to be 1. 3 wholes is the same as 3 over 1. Let's do the same thing for 4. Here we have 4 wholes. We can see in the entire picture here, there are 4 total parts. So our numerator is going to be 4. The denominator tells us how many parts make up one whole. So let's look at this first model here. There's only one part that makes up this whole. So the denominator is 1. We can see, looking at these models and at the fractions, that each whole number can be represented as a fraction when the denominator is 1. Let's keep this in mind when we're multiplying whole numbers and fractions. Let's start by using repeated addition to multiply 3/4 times 4. We'll be using 3 strategies, but you can use the strategy that works best for you. With repeated addition, we're going to repeatedly add the fraction. Since we're multiplying 3/4 times 4, we'll be adding 3/4 a total of 4 times. So we'll do 3 as the numerator and 4 as the denominator for each of these fractions. Now that we have 3/4 written 4 times, let's go ahead and add these fractions together. Here we have 3/4 plus 3/4, which is a total of 6/4. Remember, the denominator stays the same. It's the name of the fraction. So 3/4 plus 3/4 is 6/4, plus another 3/4 is 9/4, plus another 3/4 is 12/4. So when we add 3/4 a total of 4 times, we get 12/4. Notice the numerator is larger than the denominator. That means there's at least one whole that we can take out. Well, remember that when we have fractions, that's the same thing as division. So 12/4 is the same as 12 divided by 4. So let's think what 12 divided by 4 would be, and that would be 3, because 3 times 4 is 12. So 3/4 times 4 equals 3. Let's see if we get the same answer when we're using unit form. With unit form, we're going to put the numerator, which is the number on top, and then the name of the fraction or the denominator. So here we have 3/4. The numerator is 3, so we're going to put 3 in front, and the name of the fraction is fourths. So we have 3/4 times, now we can see this whole number is a 4 in the ones place. We can also remember from the review that 4 can be rewritten as 4 over 1. So in unit form, this would be 4 ones. Now that we've written both of these factors in unit form, we can go ahead and multiply. Let's start by multiplying the whole numbers in front. 3 times 4 equals 12. So we're going to put 12 here. And now fourths times ones, well, anything times 1 is the number you started with. So fourths times ones is fourths. So 3/4 times 4 ones is 12/4, which we can rewrite this as a whole number. Notice 12/4 is the same fraction we got up here when using repeated addition. 12/4 is the same as 12 divided by 4, which is 3. So once again, we got the same answer of 3. Finally, let's use multiplication and division to help us solve this problem. Here we have 3/4 times 4. We're going to rewrite both of these numbers as fractions. Well, 3/4 is already a fraction. So we're going to write 3/4. And then if you remember the review, 4 is the same as 4/1. So we can rewrite 4 as 4/1. Now when we multiply fractions, we just multiply across. 3 times 4 is 12. So our numerator is going to be 12. Now we do the same thing for the denominator. 4 times 1 is 4. Notice this is the same answer we got for each fraction using repeated addition and unit form. So we should get the same final answer. 12/4, which is the same as 12 divided by 4, equals 3. Finally, let's answer the questions on the bottom. Is the product, which is the answer to a multiplication sentence, less than or greater than the whole number factor? Well, the whole number factor is 4. So our answer is 3, which means our answer is actually smaller than our whole number that we started with. So we are going to circle less than. The reason our answer is actually less than the number we started with in our multiplication problem is because we're multiplying by something less than 1. Remember, 3/4 is not even 1 whole yet. So if we were to multiply 4 times 1 whole, our answer would have been 4, which is what the whole number we started with. However, we're multiplying by a number less than 1. So our answer is going to be less than the whole number. Let's answer the next question. Is the product less than or greater than the fraction factor? So the fraction was 3/4. Our answer is 3. So 3 is greater than 3/4. So we can go ahead and circle greater than. So when we multiply a fraction that is less than 1 times a whole number, our answer is going to be less than the whole number we started with, but greater than the fraction we started with.